starting the Cinco de Mayo day off with some nice Mexican flavored breakfasts. Today we are going to have eggs that are flavored with, I've just fried some onions. I've fried them with some green chilies, mild for Bill. And what else have I put in there? Some cilantro, a little bit of salsa, and I will use some egg whites mixed in with some of Margie's chicken fresh eggs. Here's my egg whites. Of course, they're healthy. Doesn't that look good? I put egg whites in for the base and 2 nice fresh eggs on top. I don't know what I'll do with them yet. 2 heated tortillas waiting for the filling. The object is to scramble the eggs. Tortilla's ready. I just heard the bell. And somehow try and keep that egg yolk there. One of them succumbed to the scramble. So this will all go into a tortilla, flour tortilla or 2. Now that is a lovely Cinco de Mayo breakfast, if I do say so. A little bit of cilantro on top and a little more salsa. And I'm going to take it outside to Moose now. The part of the video that I did while I was frying these beautiful shrimp in butter and garlic didn't come out, so I'm gonna have to tell you what I did. Last night I marinated them. They were fresh shrimp that Matthew picked up for us, and I deveined them and detailed them last night and marinated them in some paprika and some lime juice and garlic. Covered them up, put them in the refrigerator. Shrimp look great, don't they? Real good. So does my guacamole. I was a little hesitant to open up the avocado on camera because Matthew had gotten us a couple of beautiful large avocados a couple days ago, and this one had gotten a little soft, but it's going to be all right. I like to keep my guacamole simple with just some pico de gallo, a little red onion, a little Tabasco sauce, and that's about it. Lime juice, little lime juice. You know, speaking of guacamole, I grew up in New Jersey until I was 23, got married and went off to Fort Knox, Kentucky with my husband. And back east, we did not have Mexican food at all growing up. We moved to Southern California in 1972, and we had a home where the whole backyard was covered with avocado trees. We must have had, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 avocado trees. And once I tasted an avocado, that was it. There was no going back for me. I have loved them ever since and used them in so many dishes. In the old days, we used to go down to Tijuana and buy these lovely outfits. I even bought my mother one in the early 1970s. And I have a picture of my mother and I in our Mexican dresses. Now this one I did get recently because I've had several over the years. I even bought them for the little tiny granddaughters, and we've taken our pictures with them. But I've always loved the Mexican influence. Our adobe here is 90 years old, as you can tell by my tiny kitchen. And we moved in here when we retired. We live on Micah and Colleen's property, our youngest daughter, and we're surrounded by kids, and it's wonderful for us. However, I've always loved my southwestern jewelry, which Bill has bought for me over many years in Arizona, New Mexico, and just love everything about it. So this meal is us. I'm making the aoli sauce now, and the aoli sauce is basically half a cup of mayo. I put 1 little teaspoon, less than a teaspoon of garlic in. I don't want to make it too garlicky. A couple of drops of, more than a drop, maybe a teaspoonful of lemon juice, and maybe, I think it calls for half a teaspoon of oil. And I have probably a drop left in here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Here goes the mayo. I'm only making enough for Bill and I, my Moosey, and it's 2 tacos each. So, got that, the mayo, already had the garlic in there, mixing it up. I love aoli sauce. I've had it before, but never made it myself. I'm gonna put a little lemon juice. Oh, that was a lot. I might have to take some out. Okay, I took some out. Always a boo-boo. And a little bit of oil. Now I'm gonna go easier on the oil. I thought I only had a few drops. It's basically half a teaspoon. And that's it. My little kitty has just come in. Hi, come here. Shamu, my cat, I think is smelling the shrimp. And she wants to come in. Uh-oh. No, you want my shrimp, not me. I'm gonna heat the tacos. I'm gonna fill up the drinks, and we're getting ready to go outside. Ready to serve with the tacos? Looks good. The coleslaw already mixed. I've mixed the coleslaw with my mayo and a little bit of paprika, a little bit of lime juice. Have my fresh cilantro. I love cilantro, gives it a nice taste. And that might help the aioli sauce a little too. Maybe I'll put a little in there. So that's it. Can't wait to have lunch. The shrimp look delicious. They were fried in the butter and a little bit of garlic and marinated overnight, so they should be tasty. Tacos ready to be warmed up, and I'm going to put a little pico de gallo now in with the avocado for our tomato drinks. A little more. These are so good. And maybe they get 1 shrimp to hang over the side. So, ready for lunch. I'll warm the tacos and get Moose in his Cinco de Mayo outfit, and we'll be ready to go outside on the patio. Well, here we are having our Cinco de Mayo luncheon with our shrimp, aioli, tacos, and guacamole sauce. Don't they look good?
I'm starved.
Good. Cinco de Mayo afternoon, al fresco. And let's...
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to you and to all of you. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
You know, the thing that amazed me was, I thought maybe like everybody else, the Cinco de Mayo celebrated the independence of Mexico. And it's not that at all. You explained it to me. Historically, it goes way back to other things.
Yeah, it's the celebration is on May 5th in 1862. A small band of a Mexican army defeated a larger band of the French army, who were trying to take over Mexico, particularly at that point, Puebla, the city of Puebla in Mexico. And they called this the Battle of Puebla. And
that's what they're celebrating.
Mexico beat the French, and 6 months later, the French beat it out of Mexico. And that's the celebration. The funny thing is that the largest celebration of Cinco de Mayo is in Los Angeles. And let's take a bite of this. Let's just stop for a minute, huh? Doesn't this look good? Ooh. And they consume 81 million pounds of avocados at the street festival in Los Angeles.
81 million?
Yes.
Sounds like a lot.
I know, I know.
Let me try this one. Oh,
good?
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that delicious? It's not too spicy. And I knew you didn't want it too spicy. Help yourself to some guacamole and the little cup chips.
Well,
But the funny thing about it, in Mexico, it's not a national holiday there. It's interesting, isn't it? They celebrate Cinco de Mayo all over the world, everywhere. Big festivals and street markets. But LA, Los Angeles, is the largest. Unfortunately, this year, there won't be any outdoor celebrations. I'm sure people will have small ones in their homes, like we're doing.
that's good guacamole. Did you make that or did you buy it at the store?
No way. I made that all by myself.
All
Isn't that
by
good?
yourself?
Yeah, put it up. Put some on your plate. Mm-hmm. I like the aoli, don't you?
I mean, on the
On the shrimp. Yeah. We had a wonderful breakfast, a Mexican-style breakfast this morning, and I put that recipe on the video as well. Scrambled eggs with chili, salsa, red onion, and 2 sunny-side-up eggs, and then put them in a flour tortilla as well, with some cilantro on top. So it's been Mexican food all day long, which we love. I have my tiny little shrimp here too. I took it from the, so good. And I love these. These tomato juice cocktails have pico de gallo in them, some avocado chopped up, a little bit of Tabasco, Worcestershire sauce, and cilantro.
no vodka?
No vodka. No. In the old days, we did, right? Not now.
Drank plenty of them.
Mm-mm. And our kids used to make great margaritas, probably still do, on Cinco de Mayo. So, anyway, delish, huh?
Yeah.
Nice al fresco.
Beautiful day, too.
It is. Very beautiful.
I don't hear any birds. I wonder what
And
happened.
all our pretty succulent plants. I hope everybody can see these. We have a large variety. The only thing we don't have here at our little cottage is cactus. Now, in our big home where we raised our 6 children, it was a large home. We had a barn and animals, horses, and many, many avocado trees. We did have a huge bank of cactus plants, really big. We never did eat any, but I have friends who will take the cactus and de-thorn it, and they say it's delicious fried. Interesting. But we're Mexican food fans. And do you know, in New Jersey, growing up, we never had it. It just was not available in the 40s or 50s back east. But I'm sure now it is, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
I know when my brothers come out, they love the Mexican food. Cheers. Have a wonderful day on Cinco de Mayo. And if you like this, come on, please subscribe. Comment. Tell us how you like our videos, right? What do you think, Moose?
I think I love you.
And I love you too. Cheers. Bye-bye.